17. So Oregon's offense is on the field for the first time today. They've met in the so-called toilet bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl and had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous run.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Ducks slipped out with a close one the last time they squared off with the Beavers.
They were sleepwalking a little bit in that game. They felt like on paper they matched up extremely well against their in-state rival. But, David, they got caught napping early. That can't happen again today.
And the Beavers don't care what their record is. They want a bite of Oregon every single year. They want to ruin their season. And last year they got so close, they're chomping at the bit for this win.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. Trying the left side. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. The 4th down's cut. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Finds his man enough for the 1st. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it now. Fresh set of downs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get the ball for the 1st time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks will make sure that they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit the yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Beavers have moved it inside the 20. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
46. Option double mug. There are 4 categories.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Field goal is good.
Entering play call.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Proctor. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The give and the run on 4th down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And there's 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations that are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? Like, I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the yards. Positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Steps away. Pulls it in. It's Morton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then the play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Makes the catch. They will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
Suggestions. There are
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Normal, there are two categories.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Runs through the tackle. Another incompletion on third down. The Beavers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The guys with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Pocket starts to collapse. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just triples to the ground. They're backed off 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the back. At the 15, he's loose. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I like feeding my guys. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a 1st down for this offense. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock kicking.
Options. Cover 4 quarters is selected.
He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Getting some heat. Wide open downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks. They're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yard. That play just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Right down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. He's got his man. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. It's a catch along the sideline. Didn't need much, but got enough. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds finds a soft spot in the middle. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
6 categories.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop, go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play.
Receiver team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8
After that
categories.
huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between...
Entering paused screen, you have 12 options. Resume is selected. Entering
Oregon State
you have 5
plays
options.
The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down. The Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles it to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Ducks are stopped, but not before getting him past the sticks.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires on the move. He's got it. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Power football with the run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestled him down short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
There's 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of big completions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
They weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
And heavy formation, competing mesh spot.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Proctor. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Artie, what a play by the safety and the free safety specifically. When you're playing cover two and you're sitting back in half the field responsibility, you got to see the formation and you got to understand the quarterback. You're watching the quarterback's
just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters.
There are 1 Robert Chris.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long.
Fire is selected.
He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down.
Got a lot of running room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quarterback extends the play. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8
they
categories.
push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting
selected.
back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Just one of those mistakes. It can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
You have 18
on first down, here comes this offense.
Selected.
Let's go! They're going to open this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Beavers in the hurry up.
Cover 3 as Mabel is selected.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He caught it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum.
As Mabel is selected.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game, but they're going to need some help from the defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set a 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this 1st down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't get let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short numbers.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This is